the migrant community to come looking for help, or whatever their intentions are, and they bring him here. They got political groups linked to United States and South America. As soon as they send the word, a, a line of migrants will come just out of a phone call. You know what I mean? So they set everything up in South America. They bring the caravans of migrants to come through the border and stuff like that. Then they give them a certain status that they allow you to work here for a low pay. That's modern slavery. And not just that, but then also they allow you to vote. They allow you to drive. They allow you to share a world that is totally unknown for them. They are not trained. They are not trained or or thought in a way that they understand what the Americanism stands for, which is all built not just under the umbrella of Christianism, but also that's the part that they don't understand the most, because they come with their different religions, and when they come to United States, it's a Christian based nation. But we lost Kane the sperm. He'll pop up. He'll come back. He'll come back. Big shout out to Kane. Kane, pop up again. I bring you up. I don't know what happened there. Big shout out. We got Kane back again.
Sorry
Round
about
of
that.
applause, please. Appreciate. I don't know why, bro.
I
So,
clicked it.
so what you think about that? Are we like kind of like in the same type of like mentality far as
Listen, you
migration?
have family in another country, in a Latin American country. I have family in Latin, and I'm all for the good citizens of other countries coming here and working legally. The thing is that a lot of people don't understand is the good working people of those countries, they don't want to come here. They love their country. They love where they're from. And it's being torn apart by these motherfuckers like Maduro and all the shit. Cuba is, and now LA is a third world country because you got these clowns like what's his name, Gavin Newsom over there in Chicago is run, and here Trump is offering, here, you had 80 homicides this weekend. Why don't we send some National Guard? Oh, we don't need your help. And then all of a sudden they're writing. And here's a great example of the brainwashing of these people on the left. They are throwing themselves laying down in front of the ICE vehicles as they take these illegal immigrants away.
And you know what's worse? And you know what's worse? They are immigrant themselves. Bro, they immigrants themselves. Like they get arrested, like going at ICE, they get arrested and they get chipped out because they were migrants too. How in the heck you gonna be a migrant protesting to ICE? You're gonna get packed up and chipped back. Like how? Like it has to be a level of delusion. It has to be some kind of delusion thing that, oh, I'm a migrant, but I'm gonna be here in these protests and I'm gonna protest ICE when, and not just protest, because it's not like you go there and you sit on the ground or what now, you're singing your songs. Is you're not protesting that way. You going hands on with ICE. So when you get hands on with ICE, they're gonna pack you up and send you back. Why you was here the first place? Because obviously, if migrants are here for the right reasons, right? Why would you knowing that you're a migrant, why would you go and confront the cops? Why would you go and confront ICE? Like, what make you think that they, as soon as they put hands on you, pack you up, run your name, and if they don't hit with nothing and there's no track of you, you're a migrant.
See ya.
And you get chipped out too. That in 24 hours. And if your nation is not picking you up, they'll send you somewhere else that will pick you up.
It's a turning point for our country right now, Jrod. And like I said, the line's been drawn. We're already at war, and you and I and good Christian people want to, like I said, give them the come to Jesus, but it's too late for that. And now, and this country has had many wars, and wars are a terrible, terrible thing. But every single one of these wars, we didn't start. We finished. And we have an isolated, marginalized, they feel marginalized portion of the country that is, again, trying to call the shots like they did with the Me Too movement, with the whole pronoun movement that they had, and they couldn't win the argument, and the best example of it for them was Charlie Kirk. He represented. Now, like I said, I was subscribed to him. I watched him once in a while on his church. I just felt like a lot of his stuff was kind of clickbaity. I mean, his debates with these students that are totally brainwashed by their universities was like shooting fish in a barrel. They didn't have a chance against him, you know. And he, in his mind, I think he was trying to enlighten them and bring them to see what good means. Because as you get older, you realize that you don't know everything at 22 like you think you did. And you start to see the bigger picture, and you start to be concerned with your family and with your future, and not worry so much about countries that would stone you to death, or you know, whatever. And you start to see what really matters.
And I gotta say though, in this whole situation, about the hate towards this man, this is why I wanted to share some of his footage in a little bit, because I want to make sure that we allow our community to listen a little bit of what this man he was all about, because it don't matter what we could say about him. The best impression is the impression that this man created for himself. You know what I mean? So that's my take on that. I wanted to ask you something that for me is a point of conversation. How you feel about the alleged suspect and the whole situation on how he was caught? Do you have any thoughts that you want to share with us?
It's, well, he was on the run for 33 hours, if that means anything to you.
But to be on the run, he has to actually committed a crime. Do you believe that he committed this crime?
I keep calling it Luigi Mangione too. He looks like him. He walks like him. They look alike. They walk alike. They talk alike.
Bryan
His
Kohberger,
family
Bryan
turned him
Kohberger
in.
2.0.
Yeah. Well, I don't think it's that extreme. I think, what if you're going to ask me what I think about this assassin, I'm going to answer with a general blanket answer about how I feel about this Gen Z generation. And you have kids that are 10 times more informed and knowledgeable from everything from Jimi Hendrix to SATs in this group of people. They're becoming doctors. They're doing great things. They're having kids. They're doing things like we did in the 50s, you know, like educated, smart decisions. And then you have about 90% that can't look away from their phone. They will literally lose their mind if you take away their tablet, and destroy everything and everyone around them, because they are so dependent on this electronic media. You know, you and I, we might be frustrated we don't have the internet. but we're not going to die. I mean, it's not going to kill you and I.